Hey everybody, and welcome to Hex Token channel, Superman Crypto, and Pulsechain YouTube. Hope you guys are doing well out there and accumulating, because we're still in the accumulating zone, and so that's kind of cool for you. And of course, we've had some exciting things happen, so we're going to talk about that. Let me just set up the rest of my studio, a little bit behind time here. But big welcome to you. Hope you guys are doing well. Now, the title of our video is pretty awesome. Bitcoin bull market is coming. Aussie influencers, Sommi reveals. Now, generally, I don't talk about influencers in the space because they're all doing their thing and doing a great job. But Sommi, of course, hadn't been revealed, like as far as I know, visually, apart from maybe his thumbnail picture. But he revealed himself in the last 24 hours, and we're going to have a quick look at Sommi. He's actually crushed it in the space, obviously one of the biggest influencers in the Pulsechain and, of course, crypto space, doing a fantastic job with that perfect combination between comedy and information and insight. And so we're going to have a quick look at that later on. Before we do, though, let's get into the chat there. We got Sandy Beach. Welcome, Sandy. Also, Sandy, another influencer in the space as well. Big shout out. We got Humberto. Yo. Cheers, Superman and RH family. Welcome to the chat, Humberto. Who else has jumped there? Joey Torres. What's up? Joey, you are everywhere. I've seen Joey everywhere. Joey is everywhere. Good to see you in the chat, though. And we got Check My Pulse. Good evening, Superman. Woohoo. LFG, bring on the bull. Bring on the bull, absolutely. And welcome to the Hex Token family. Nice one. Now, Hex Token and everybody, that's a bit of hidey from Sandy. We got Eddie as well. Good to see Eddie. Bring the bulls our way. Woohoo. Yeah, Eddie, I like how you're talking. That's what we want to do. We got Brian, our community leader, absolutely crushes it every day in the Discord and on YouTube. What's up, folks? Good to see you, Brian. And Brennan as well, our TA specialist, morning legends. I think it's time, Brennan. We've got to get on and do the TA show. I mean, I'll do it today. If you're up to it, we'll do it later on today if you want to do the TA, or we'll do it tomorrow. You let me know, Brennan. The challenge is out there. The challenge is out there. All right. We got Property Review as well. Very cool. Good to see Property Review. Welcome to the chat. And Property Review is incredible. Thanks so much for jumping in here. Hex, yo, or Hex, go, yo. Morning. I'm trying to stay positive about the RH ecosystem. All we can do is accumulate during these pullbacks. There is some reasons around that. I'm going to talk about those briefly today. And so stay tuned for that. We got Best Crypto Channels, says Property Review. I appreciate that. Big shout out. There are a lot of great channels. So that's a pretty cool comment. Thanks so much. Let's get into it, folks. Shall we? Let's do it. We've got lots to talk about. We're going to start off with the stock market as we always do. We're going to do our roundup, and we're going to get into a lot of other stuff here. So stay tuned. Actually, we're not starting with the stock market. We're starting off with Sommi. So your Aussie influencer Sommi reveals, not only does he reveal himself, but he reveals the Bitcoin bull market is coming, which I really like that too. So let's have a look at the first clip. Let me just get back here, and bam, there we go. And we're going to pull up this full first clip here. I think it's this one here. Just let's play this. And this is your friend Sommi. I guess a lot of you will probably be following him. If you haven't already, you can follow him on X social platform.
Biscuit blueberry pie, baby dolls. There's a bull market coming, and I know you like coming because it's a family-friendly show. But if you want to make it in this bull market, you better know the 10 bull commandments. One of my 10 bull commandments is don't fornicate with stable coins pre-euphoria. You know exactly what time it is. It's going to be a rough ride. Luckily for you, you got a new friend in town.
All right, so that was the big reveal video there, as far as I know. And, of course, got the Aussie hat there for the flies. And, of course, that was pretty classic. Now, the other thing, of course, is this is a family show on this channel. But it doesn't mean the other channels are family shows. But definitely the hat is badass. I really like that. That was a really good idea. So a big shout out to your friend Sommi for that one. Pretty cool. What do we got to comment about that? We got Harry Williams, yo. Sandy Beach says, I love his hat too. Shy away. What's it? Shoo away the flies. Absolutely. The old Aussie that hat there. I think there might be a name for it. I just don't know. Chimmer Pulse says, Sommi, love. He's real. He is real. Yeah. So here's the other thing, right? He is real. That is classic because a lot of people were trending, sort of spreading rumors that he was AI because he's so prolific with content. And people were saying he was AI. But obviously he's not AI there, unless, of course, this video is AI. So trippy. All right, so that's kind of that at the moment. What's it? Brennan says, wait, sing ma Sommi, says Brennan. So that's the first clip. Now, to talk about this is sort of content they provide, so it's really cool. He provides a range of content. This is a clip, of course, about the bull market is coming, and of course, let's quickly look at some of his content there.
Really great Discord. I'm going to show you something, baby dolls. You know, ETH BTC. See this box here? This is the 4th quarter before the Bitcoin halving. So it's the 4th quarter. It's where we are right now. I'm going to show you on these boxes. You see how it's Poopy Town? And then what happened? Up only. Then, in 2019, it was Poopy Town, and then up only. So I'm hoping, I'm coping, I'm praying, and all my family relationships rely on this. Otherwise, I'm really disowned, friends, if crypto doesn't go up from here. We hope that this 4th quarter is the same type of Poopy Town, and then we get up only from here. But Bitcoin maxes will be the ultimate indicator that the time to strike is now. But for the rest of us, we're already long. Like, if you're not long Ethereum now, I mean, I can't help you, can I?
All right, so there's another clip from him, and I posted the link there if you want to follow him. Check him out in more details. So pretty amazing. Does a great job for the Pulsechain Hex community as well as crypto generally. Get into it. All right, we're going to get in the stock market. Let's go. And of course, we've got the stock market today. Dow ends lower, but tech strength keeps the lid on the losses. We got, let's have a look at some of the stuff here. We've got the Dow Jones, which has got the top 30 industrials in it, if you remember. It is down 0.2% there, 80 points to 36,124. The S&P 500 is pretty flat, down slightly there, 2.6 points to 4,567. And of course, remember that fund strat manager Tom Lee is still, estimating, or at least he was at the beginning of this run at 4,800. Still got plenty of time to get there. The Nasdaq at the moment is up 0.33%, 44 points to 14,229. Remember, that's got all the tech companies in it at the moment. Now, the US dollar is up slightly here, 0.25% to 103.9 versus trading partners. Looking at the oil prices have come down again, so it's good for inflation. If you're into that kind of thing, if you're a monetarist, then you just care about the monetary supply. But West Texas there is down 1.36%. That is down $1 there at $72. And Brent oil there, $1.27%. Sorry, 1.27%, down $1 there, and of course $77. So that's good news, folks. Let's have a look over the last say year and see what the oil prices look for Brent oil. You know, we've almost basically back to where we were at the beginning of the year, which is kind of crazy. And you can see that we had a high here. What do we have? A low? A low maybe down, what's down here? About $74 or something like that. A high here in September, around about $96. And we're currently at 77. So good news the last couple of months there, leading the price. Hopefully that shows up the gas prices there, the gas pump. This gold at the moment is pretty much flat, down $1.65 at $2,035. And silver there is just, pretty much flat too, $24.53 there for silver. We had some information here at the moment coming out around the labor demand. Labor demand slows to boost rate cuts. Services activity improves. The JOLTS report showed job openings in the world's largest economy slipped to 8.7 million on the final day of October. So hopefully you guys can get one of those jobs. Down from 9.5 million on the last day of the prior month and the lowest level in 2 years. So obviously a reduction in job opportunities there. The softer demand for labor pushed the odds of a March rate cut to 56%, up from 35% last week. So that's good news, right? For that rate cut. That's what we really care about in the markets. And of course, let's have a look at what that is at the moment. Currently at 96% chance there. So it's kind of cool. That's just for December, of course. US service activity, meanwhile, surprised to the upside last month, rising to a reading of 52.7 in November from 51.8. Remember, anything over 50 is expansion there. So that's kind of good news too. So the US economy is still doing pretty well, even with higher interest rates. And of course, but the labor market is feeling a little bit of pinch there with opportunities. So I still think there's going to be probably a bit worse things happening for the US economy in real terms, particularly around property market and maybe some parts of the economy. So that's kind of the play there at the moment. But of course, services is doing pretty okay at the moment. All right, let's jump over into the Federal Reserve and we'll quickly look at that in detail because that's coming up pretty soon. 1 week and 18 hours to go. 1 week and 18 hours to go. 30th December 2023, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, the final Fed meeting of the year. And pretty much we can see that there is expected no change, 96% expecting a no change interest rate. So it's going to stay at 5.5%. And of course, let's have a look at our first pivot. It's probably going to be not March, even though we've got a certain, we've got the majority of people in March expecting a pivot. I still think that's unlikely. I think that they'll still go through to at least May. And at the moment, May is kind of the dominance. Like you got 80, you already got 90, almost just under 90% of the market expecting a pivot in May. And I think that's probably the better call there as well. Remember, previously we've been expecting it in June, but definitely May is looking very, very more likely there. But look at June. I mean, hardly anybody, 97.6% are expecting a rate cut there. So good news for us, folks, in the markets. Perfect lineup happening here at the moment. Now, that is the stock market and the Federal Reserve. Let's jump over to the star of the day, which is Bitcoin. Look at this. Wow, $44,096 at the moment. And man, we were just excited for this to happen. And I talked about this happening like this, right? In steps, bam, bam. That's exactly what's played out. And of course, the high of the day, $45,000 at the moment. We're currently at 44,097. And this is sort of breakout we're expecting, right? We've got the biggest event coming up in crypto history, which is the Bitcoin ETFs. It is a huge thing. It is about the money, right? The money, and money is what make assets go up. So kind of cool. The Bitcoin halving is about supply, right? But the actual demand side is going to be more important with the actual money flooding in. And we've got the market already pushing the market. The market players already pushing the price up there. So looking amazing as that chart. Now, obviously, we're going to get some sort of consolidation or something like that happening. But definitely we've been riding this 20 EMA in yellow here. Very, very cool. So our window of opportunity looking really, really good. So we've got the Fed meeting, no change here on the 13th. We've got a 90% chance of the Bitcoin ETFs. In fact, it's looking probably even higher than that. And then we've got the budget stopgap in the US there being probably less concern, but that there's probably more concern for the stock market. That's coming up in January 19th to the February the 8th. And then we've got the Bitcoin halving out here in 17th of April. So we've got two bullish things for crypto, which is pretty neat. Now, some people say buy the news, buy the rumor, sell the news. Some people say buy the rumor and buy the news. Now, I think that even if you say buy the rumor and buy the news, you should still expect a dip in the game, right? That's what we see in crypto. Don't get fooled by exuberance there. So even if we do get that, that's kind of, for me, buy the rumor and buy the news is a long-term part of the bull market, not a short-term. And the short-term, you're going to have pullbacks, right? That's just the reality of it. So really buy the rumor and sell the news. That's going to probably play out probably maybe after the Bitcoin ETF and then maybe very shortly, right? We know that the Bitcoin ETF, it gets approved on the 8th, 9th, or 10th, let's say the 10th of January, and then they officially launch for a month afterwards, let's say the 10th of February, then you might have a dip in the middle there. That's always possible. Or you could more likely have a rally continues through that period and then falls off in February after the actual official announcements, which is typically what we see. So that's probably what we will see, some sort of pullback in either of those two states, maybe the February one, and of course then go down a bit as it cools down. And then of course the Bitcoin, after the Bitcoin halving, we might get it to start rallying up for the longer term play for Bitcoin. That's probably what we're going to see there. So far, so good. So looking very cool. Now, let's have a look at some of the news here. So James Steffart here, one of the best analysts in the Bitcoin ETF space, has absolutely crushed it. And he's got here update. Pando officially enters the US spot Bitcoin ETF race with a 19B4 filing via the Chicago Boards of Options Exchange. 13 potential issuers now. You guys know I've been talking about 12 Bitcoin ETFs. Now we've got 13 with the introduction of Pando here. So 13 of them. And of course, they saw their S1 filing last week. So pretty cool there that it is there for that. Nice. Yeah, welcome to the party, Pando. Pando Asset Swap Bitcoin Trust. That's what it's called. Pando Asset Spot Bitcoin Trust. So cool news on that. Now we've got some more news, of course. A CoinDesk here goes, asset manager giant BlackRock, a week after linking up with Coinbase, has unveiled a new spot Bitcoin private trust offering direct access to the cryptocurrency for the first time. And James says, for everyone acting like this BlackRock private trust is new and shocking news, please see the article, this article and 50 other articles from August 2022 when they created the trust. So that was kind of funny. You can always trust CoinDesk on that one. Not, we say. So let's jump over to the top. The next one here. 6 hours ago now, this is an interesting catch. The CBOE definitely has the Coinbase SSA language in their 19B4s, but this doesn't have it. It focuses on the CME SSA, though. We're expecting Amendment 19B4s in the coming weeks. Will be interesting to see there. And, of course, with this in mind, it says highlighted here, the Chicago Exchange Bitcoin futures market is the proper market to consider in determining whether there's a related regulated market of significant size. So there's a little bit of extra there. Let's jump up to this one here. We got another update 3 hours ago. As expected, Grayscale's Ethereum trust filing just got delayed. It was due by the 6th of December 23. So this is completely normal. So Grayscale there are being delayed. And of course, here was the most recent list I put out. You can see the 6th of December as the next date. So pushing that out. So we've got the Grayscale here, this one here. So the 6th of December there being pushed out. And they've got their final deadline all the way in June there. But it's going to be pushed out to the next deadline being the, so I think it's going to be pushed out there. Let's jump through some of that. We've got another one up here. Let's let me go through that. Joe Carlassi here says, interesting update to BlackRock S1 filing regarding the concern that the SEC could take an approach that Bitcoin is potentially a security. Yeah, typically they're just trying to keep their hooks in it, right? Seems silly, but apparently the SEC wants the language in there. So that's a little bit of stuff around there about the security aspect. And of course, 1 hour ago, we got the latest update from James Stefford. Here's the most updated version of my spot Bitcoin ETF race table. So let's have a look at that. So we've got 13 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pando being the latest on there as well. And of course, the next SEC deadline there, as you can see, is in January. We've got the 10th of January there. Looks like Grayscale is the 13th of got 13, but there's got a red line on there, so we'll see how that goes. The 13th of October, but anyway, 10th of January, 15th of January for BlackRock, Bitwise 14th of January, 15th of January for Van Eyck, 15th for Wisdom Tree, 15th for Investor Galaxy, 15th for Fidelity, 17th for the Valkyrie. Global X 20. It's got 21st of November on there, so it's probably being shifted. Will probably be shifted. Hashtag there 31st. These might be delayed. It may not all get approved in early January, so they'll probably get pushed out. We'll see how that goes. Hashtags there 31st of March, and then Franklin 31st of March as well, which we've had a lot of updates about that lately. So that is the latest and greatest. I'll repost that, and I'll post the link to that one if you want a copy of that Bitcoin ETF table. It's pretty informative. And of course, you can follow Stefford yourself, one of the very top, if not the best commentator on Bitcoin ETFs. As we lead into that launch for January. So that is the link there. Bam! There we go. 42,000 views on that too, so a lot of interest. Looking pretty good. I don't think there's anything else that we need to do. No, that's it. So that is Bitcoin. Bitcoin looking badass, looking so good. Up to 45K today, down at 44 at the moment. 44,128, looking very strong, looking cool. So congratulations to you holding Bitcoin. Looking nice there. And of course, we got the latest here from Ethereum. Ethereum are doing pretty well also. It is at 2,295. It is kind of lagging a little bit around the old Bitcoin, but still doing pretty good. And you saw that video that Sommi posted about the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio. You could watch that at the beginning of the live stream if you want to check that out. So 2,295. We've had a high today of 2,309. And of course, like I said, once we get to 2,400, we might really see maybe an altcoin get let out. We'll see how we go. Typically, we'd like to see the Bitcoin sort of consolidate a little bit, then Ethereum pump, and then the altcoins pump is kind of the play we're traditionally used to. So we'll see how we get on there. Kind of cool. All right, let's bring up the green chart. I haven't brought up my green chart, so let's do that. A heat map. Let's bring that up. Bam. So that's kind of a nice little summary there. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? That's one day. So Bitcoin really leading the way still. Ethereum there's trying to catch up. But, good news there. And, of course, we looked at last month. Let's do the last month one. Look at that, dark green. Bitcoin up 25% over last month. Ethereum there up 23%. So, yeah, you could definitely say, October, November, the crypto market has entered the bull market and really We are in, maybe even a fourth stage now, fourth stage of 10 or more. It's looking really, really bullish. So congratulations to everybody being here at the right time, right place, accumulating in that gruesome bear market, and of course, looking good. So that is where we're at the moment. And of course, the Ethereum prices, gas prices have been absolutely wrecked, ridiculous. Look at this over the last day here. Look at this thing. On the low end, we've had like 40 grey, maybe 39 if you're lucky, but it's been really high. And then overnight, US time, it's just gone up really high. 80 greys up here, 60 greys. Talking about pretty high there. Over 100 grey there, right early in the morning. And of course, look, that's the traders hour in the United States. And of course, come back down now. It chills out, generally in the hours ahead of us. Probably in maybe the next 7 hours, sort of chills out a little bit there, and maybe come back into the zone again. We'll see how low it goes. Obviously, we're still in the middle of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, depending where you are. And of course, we look at the 7 days. That's the 7 days. So you can see we've had a real big jump in the gas prices there over the last 7 days. And of course, the Saturday, Sunday was relatively low. 26s is kind of seems to be the low there at the moment. In the weekends, 26 grey. So you guys missed the 4 grey we had. Remember, up to the in October. October was the last time period. I think it was up to 24th of October. We had grey was we got down to as low as 4, 5, 6 grey. Oh, that's gone, burger. We're back in the early bull market signs here, which is pretty wrecked, right? Pretty wrecked. Let's go look at the 30 days. That's the 30-day. You can see, like I say, it's been a while since we had this low grey in the market here in November. And of course, going further out over a long period of time, we were lucky to have that extended period of super low grey in October, but that's gone burger now. This is the way it goes. All right, that is Ethereum. And of course, we're going to move to Pulsechain. We're going to be covering day 207. So let's do that. Let's see who else is in the chat though before we get into Pulsechain update 207. We've got a few more people jumped in here. Where are we going? We've got Hex in the house there. What's up? Good to see Hex Rev 10 as well. Hey, all dark ecosystems in the outworld. Hold tight for dear life. We will be victorious. Absolutely, Rev 10. Looking good there. I think you posted that in 2 chats there. Hi, everybody. Hey, Andrew. Good to see you. Bitcoin, what's that? Bitcoin will go above 50,000 by Christmas, says Humberto. Absolutely. Clintron's in the house there. G'day, Hex Token crew. Hey, good to see you, Clintron's. We need to onboard Qatar. We need we equals RH ecosystem, says Bernard Junkie. Yeah. Well, where's Rakim Rochelle and the Saudis? That's kind of the thing. I guess the SEC's made him hide at the moment. Unfortunately, it's just the way it goes sometimes. Probably why he was edited out of the Highest of Stakes movie, all that sort of stuff. But wish him well because he's a pretty amazing guy. Unfortunately, when you got the SEC tracking you down, or at least you don't want to get the eye of them. That's probably something fair income there. Hi all, says Blair. Good to see you, Blair. Humberto as well. We all need liquid loans to relaunch so our ecosystem can pump again. Yeah, we had the one-day pump. Now I've got some comments to make about liquid loans, so we'll get up to that later on. And of course, Brian said there. I also remember when catching Gwei at under 100 was a good thing. That's in a bull market, you get Gwei under 100, you're like, oh wow, thank goodness for that. That's just so much money though. That's a good comment, Brian. Well said, well played. EHEX 90x to all-time high, insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. Banana junkie, insane in the brain. That's right. What else we got there? Congratulations to everybody still here. It's been a long bear market, but crypto spring has sprung. Soon we'll be all basking in the summer sun. Says check my pulse. Absolutely. Looking pretty cool. Fast Abdul, man, I just let you in the chat and you told you about not making comments like that, dude. Please, this is a no drama channel, man. Come on, man. Can you moderate that last comment? That's your first warning. I mean, we just let you back in. For goodness sake, come on. Please, let's not get in that sort of language. All right, let's go. Let's get into the let's get back in here. We've got PLS at the moment is quadruple 0519, and we've got that down at 8.4% at the moment, 52% of sacrifice price. This is for day 207. We've got Pulsex at quadruple 0139, down 8.59%. And we've got the buy and burn at the moment is up at 585.3 billion Pulsex. So now we have 2.85% of all Pulsex has been bought up and burned. Now, we got incentive token there at 51.7 cent. What's that? 51.7. Yeah, down 9% there. And of course, the pulse ratio is down under 10,000, 9,964 per one incentive. We got well over 18 million incentive tokens in existence for Pulsex, and the buy and burn is at 116,000 from the TRH protocol from Jacob's ecosystem. PHEX at the moment is just over 9/10 of a penny. So let's say 92 hundredths of a penny is down 4.66% at the moment. Actually, it's down relatively low compared to the Pulse and Pulsex there and the incentive. So that's kind of interesting. It did make a move down earlier, I think. We got EHEX at the moment is at a 52 hundredth of a penny, so half a penny. And of course, the combined price is 1.44 cents for EHEX and PX. One PX at the moment will get 177 Pulse, and one PX will get you 1.75 EHEX at the moment. That's kind of the numbers there. So that's for day 207. Let's have a quick look at the price there. Let's have a look at Pulse. We got quadruple 0519 at the moment. That is the current price. And of course, we've come down quite a bit here. So you're going to be able to get a lot of volume in there. We're going to probably bring on Brennan to talk about this stuff. So it's going to be kind of cool. And yeah, that should be pretty good on that. And the RSI at the moment is down at 37. So keep a real look on the RSI. We'll probably end up getting down in there. It's probably a good chance of that because we are virtually trying to hold on here. This is kind of the hold on line here because we got down to this low here on the 29th of October. We got down to quadruple 05121. We're currently at quadruple 05194. So we want to hold that 5,000 mark pretty much. That's pretty important. If we break that, then you definitely want to watch the RSI because it might give you a clue about how far down we might go. And of course, if we got this rule here, that's maybe 20% down on the RSI, and of course that would be, let's say 20% down. That could be possibly down to that'd be a pretty serious down movement. I don't know if we're going to have that far down. So let's probably just keep an eye on this line here, and that's probably the play there. Pulsex at the moment is also down, obviously, at quadruple 0139, and of course that might push us if we break down this line here. We're really at a critical point. If we break down that, then potentially we could get down back to quadruple 0105 or something like that. So definitely down this zone, retesting that again, and that would be play. So just take that into account. On that one, the RSI is at the moment is 54 on that, so we're not quite bottomed out yet. Keep it on. Power City is going to be pretty important for that too. So just remember that. It's my audio live. I think it is fine. Let me know if the video is okay. I'm just having some issues here on my other computer. Anyway, so that is the play on that one. And of course, you can DCA into this and accumulate more volume. But just take into account, we are trying to hold on to this current level that we're at. If it breaks down a bit further, then you pretty much you just DCA, wait for it to fall to try and pull up a lot of volume there for the Pulsex. Now, Power City M protocol is coming. That will be our replay of liquid loans. I think it's going to possibly be even bigger because we've got so much Pulsex out there that people can use, and you can get a loan that's 500, not 2,000. So a lot of the retail players particularly will be using that. But we may be quite surprised around that. They've also got a big community. They do amazing quality marketing. It's really, really cool. So Liquid Loans is crushing it out there. It's going really well. The protocol is performing like a boss. We're going to talk about that soon. Power City is going to perform extremely well. So just keep accumulating, folks. And, of course, pick off your opportunities with the market pullback because these protocols are doing their thing. They're doing their trick. Now, I'm going to make one caveat to the Liquid Loans. We're going to talk about that when we get to it. But Power City is coming up. Pulsex seems like the obvious play at the moment with the EARN protocol coming up and the PXD stable coin and all that sort of stuff. So that's the kind of the pick there. Now, incentive token is down at 52 cents. Let's have a look at the ratio. So the ratio on this one, and we are down at 9,964. The all-time low is 9,898, just off the bottom there for that one. Let's have a look at PHEX at the moment. Oh, I thought I had done all these charts, but this PHEX down likewise here at 9,200 of a penny. Kind of want to hold on to this zone here on the daily. And, of course, the RSI looking around 37. Our MACD, we had a fake out here on the MACD. We'll see whether it crosses again, have the double fake out, and we go back up. So just keep a lookout for that on PX as well. Let's go to EHEX there. EHEX at the moment, man, it bounced off. Look at that. They had a big wick there. Got sold down to 44 hundredth of a penny. Currently at 53 hundredth of a penny. A lot more volatile on the old EHEX there. And, of course, the RSI there down at 37. So RSI is really key to if you want to make some buying decisions. Very useful one there. And, of course, your support lines. So that's EHEX and PHEX. We're going to get back into the rest of the market. Let's go to validators. Validators at the moment, 50,676 validators. And of course, we're just off the all-time high. As I say, we've got 1.62 trillion pulse off the market, which is about 10.8%. But of course, we've got a liquid loan. So we're going to talk about that. Liquid loans is performing very well. I am very happy with the numbers coming out of liquid loans. Obviously, the price of loan token is a different issue to the protocol being used. We've got protocol success and the loan token price. Those are two different things. And so we're going to talk about that. Now, we've got the TVL at the moment, 337 billion pulses now in this protocol. I would like to see them head towards 5%. So let's do some math on that. If we've got 10.8% in the validators, which is here, staked away, how much we got in liquid loans? Let's do the math on that. So 337 divided by 15,000. So that is a 2.25%. So 2.25% there at the moment on that. So we add that with our 10.5, so 10.08, and that means that we've got 13% now is now off the market on Pulse. So don't discount that. That's a very important number. So between the validators and the liquid loans, we've got now 13% off the market. That's really bullish. And the TVL for liquid loans is at 17.78 million. So it's still the third biggest TVL protocol on Pulsechain, and it's performed and launched very well indeed. So kind of cool there. What else we got there? The TCR ratio is at 193. So there's a lot of risk taking going on here on the protocol. The amount of liquid loans, stablecoins. So obviously one of the big things that liquid loans was bringing us was stablecoins. We got 9.21 million now in stablecoins. This is bullish. Now with the official bridge, we've had several $1 million over the last week float out of the Pulsechain. Now there's good reasons for that. Maybe other protocols. You can think of what some of those might be. And of course, also obviously the movement in the Bitcoin and Ethereum out there as well. Now that is we've had some million, but now we've got we've got stable coins on the chain. The only limitation here, so this is the only really limitation, is that 5.8 million of the stable coins are not circulating. They are not going out to buy more Pulse and Pulsex. They are staked in the protocol, and that's 63% of all the stable coins are there. And so we've got only the difference here. What's that? About 3.4 million sitting in people's wallets. So that's the issue there. Yeah, about 3.4 is it? Yeah, about 3.4 million USDL stable coins sitting in a wallet. And we also have an issue around the size of liquidity as well. So those two there are limiting the multiplier and the circulating effect of the stable coins at this time. But maybe that won't be the case in the weeks ahead. So keep a lookout on that. That's going to be pretty important with the size of liquidity in the USDL. So we're going to keep tabs on that. That's kind of the play there at the moment. We've got 239 billion loan tokens staked at the moment as well. That's ticking away also. So there we go. Looks like the loan token at the moment is at quadruple 011. So it really has moved down. I guess that's kind of the sacrifice price. I did an adjusted sacrifice price based on the 5.5 trillion, which is the future long run price. I guess that's the close to the long run price there. We're going to do some more calculations of that, but that does kind of look where the market's gone there. And we had some whales sell it down, right? Whales sell it down, exiting the capital early. There we go. USDL at the moment below peg, 98.7 cents. That's kind of the play there on that one. So otherwise, very good performance with the caveat around the stablecoins not really floating around as much, but we'll keep an eye on that as well. All right, let's go to the gas prices. 233,000 beats on the cheaper end. We've got 0.4 of a penny for a Pulsex swap, 0.03 of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and 0.08 of a penny for a PRC20 transfer. We're 12,700 times cheaper than Ethereum. It's $46 to swap on Ethereum right now. It's pretty ridiculous. 65,000 times cheaper than Bitcoin. Really, really awesome. So to keep accumulating, it's the place to be for compound protocols and, of course, profit sharing, Pulsechain, Pulse gains, as we say. That's day 207, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Big shout out to Liquid Loans. They keep on pumping out the marketing. Now, I want to say something about marketing. We've got some project teams that have launched, I would say, 9inch, which has been extremely disappointing with their marketing. Extremely. I mean, it's really bad. Normally, I don't comment particularly too much around this, but it's pretty bad. And teams need to do better, especially when you've had sacrifice programs that are up at the $16 million mark. You should be doing a regular, constant pumping out of marketing promotions on social media. So that's a real concern, and but other protocols are leading the way. Liquid Loans, Power City, these guys are the exemplar. They're the example of what you need to do. Internet Money, I mean, these guys, there's so many good protocols out there. Patias, many others that you guys know that are doing constant pumping marketing. So hats off to them. That's what you need to do, and it's really important to create that brand awareness, and of course you get users attracted to protocols so they actually hear about it. So it's really important that happens, and big hats off to those protocols, and there's many others, of course, but got to get out there. Particularly disappointed with 9inch. I think I don't know what they're doing over there, but they're not doing the marketing promotions. They need to do it, get out there and do it on a regular daily basis, multiple times. They need to really be pumping it out. So if you're out there in the 9inch ecosystem, you need to get back to them and just tell them that you let them have feedback, that's what you expect to see from them. And it's really important. All right, let's jump over to the PRC20s. Before we do that, though, let's get back into the chat there. We're going to jump into the PRC20 category. Let us get into that. Let's go say hello first to a couple of new people jumped in the chat. It's Joe at the top here. Let's get up the top here. Banana Junk says, rumor Qatar wants to buy 500 what's it, $1 billion of BTC. That sounds pretty good there, Banana Juice. That'd be awesome. They got the oil money. I guess they could do it. What's up, Hexkins? Tin Top is here. What's up? Good to see you. Blobfish King as well. Welcome, the Emoji King. Good to see Blobfish King. Have you tried turning off and on again? Yeah, I think we're okay. Andrew said the Steam stalled for a few seconds, but seems okay now. Thought it was just my PC. Yeah, I thought I had some troubles here too. So I'm glad that it's working again. It's been a long bear market. Glad to see things are turning around. Not bragging, but I've been buying this whole time. Nice one there, StakeX. Well done. What else we got here? Brian says, sure sound like bragging. yeah. Just saying, yeah. We got Fast Abdul in the house there. Thank you so much for the IDR. Protocol to buy and sell PHUX 9inch votes on the way. Bribe is not a bad word. You had no context around it, Fast Abdul. That's the important part, right? But if you're going to make a word like that, put some context around it so that I know what you're talking about. All right. Protocol to buy and sell PHUX 9inch votes on the way. Okay. Let us know what that is. That'd be helpful. Give some context to that. That'd be great. What else there? Get Hex is here. Hey, Get Hex. Good to see you. What else we got jumping down here? We got Craig Pitt now. So good to see you, Craig. Morning all. Fast Abdul says Internet Money is the most reputable team on the Pulsechain. Well, they're definitely one of the most reputable teams. They've got a lot of good teams, but they're definitely right up there in the mix there. Smash the Smash. Yes, Smash the Smash there. We got Sandy Beach in the house. What is that little, I don't know what sort of animal. I can't really see that from my screen, but let me know what that is. D-Wave says 1 billion pulse for the win. Yeah, so don't forget that Liquid Loans got that competition for 1 billion pulse. I have got that posted in the Discord. You can join in for that. That's kind of cool. There's giveaways there that the Liquid Loans are doing for 1 billion pulse. Either you take out a loan or in the Liquid Loans, or you send out all the social media stuff and retweet that, which is pretty cool. Kind of cool. We got, I think that's it at the moment. All right. That's kind of the play there. I'm going to just delete that comment. That's all right. Let's jump over to the rest of it. We're going to get back into the news here. And we're going to go into the PRC, top PRC 20s. Let's see if anything is crushing it. We've got at the moment PDI is down at 0.003624. We've got Wrap Bitcoin at $61, but it is up 2% on that one. A Tropa is down 10%. Treasury Bill is down 13%. Teddy Bear is down 16%. The two big meme coins, SHIB is down 6%, and Pepe is down 5% on SHIB, but Link is up 2.6%. So we have got a little bit of green on Wrap Bitcoin and Link on Pulsechain. What else is going on there? That's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty much down. Let's move to category number 3, which are the memes. And let's see what's kicking on there. Mega is down 37%. Wow, let's have a quick look at that. That's down 37%. Wow, look at that. Woo! Hot dog at a dog. That's mega. Make Ethereum great again. Need to make Mega great again too. That's kind of the play there. Access Alive is down 4.5%. Let's have a look at this one too. Access Alive here. This is the influencer in our space. Does a great job doing all that, TA and everything else. This is $2,149. Just down there at the moment on this one. But he's got a pretty big following, so be back again. What else? We're going to jump up to that. Reflux is up 17%. So Reflux bucking the trend. There's your friend bucking the trend, is old Reflux there, and doing a pretty good job from the looks of it. I think Raise the Riches, like I say, did a video on this, so you can check that out. Hex Orange Address, this is Abit's, right? This is Abit. I think he's involved with this. Hex Orange Address. This is at just under 1 penny, just dropped below 1 penny at the moment. That chart looking like the boss there. It is down a little bit today, though, down 8.2% on HOA. That is pretty much amongst those. Let's have a look at some of the others. Everything else is pretty much down. We're going to jump over to the fourth category, which is our Pulsechain projects. This is the most valuable category for me because they actually has utilities, most of these things. So let's have a look and see how it's going. Everything's pretty much down. Beetroot's not. Beetroot's up 3.3%. Go Beetroot. Let's have a look at Beetroot. Beetroot is up. The Privacy Hub on Pulsechain, and it's at 00025. 00025 there, holding up, moving sideways. That's pretty cool. I like to see that. Now, Beetroot just had another burning, right? Just had another burning. Was it round number 8? I think it was. They burned supply, so it's pretty cool. Just taking away the 180k liquidity. Really, really great. And of course, you can go and stake your rich art tokens and Beat token and Sweet token on their single-sided protocol there for Sugar Beat. Really, really cool there. So check out Sugar Beat on Beetroot. What else? Everything else is pretty much down across the board, obviously, with rich art stuff down too. We've got a few little minor things happening. P share up a little bit. Water token there from TRH up as well. So let's have a quick look at the TRH, zoom in on that. Everything is pretty much down except for Water and Holy. Holy's at 1.7% for that as well. Now, we will be having an update with Jacob coming up this December. Update number 2. We had our first live stream on PUSD Algo, but we're going to be having a update from Jacob coming up around a TRH V2. He may launch this. He may launch any of these before we have the live stream, so just take that into account. But we are having a live stream in either case on probably be covering TRH V2, V4, sorry, coming up, which is going to be a major upgrade from what we can tell. We're going to be talking about TYZZ DeFi Binance, which is going to be, I think, amazing. I love the idea of it, the whole structure. We've got all the details of that in the Discord. And then we're going to also cover a potentially Pulsepot launching on Pulsechain following the Fetch Oracle now is up. It relies on that too. So the Pulsechain, a Pulsepot coming up. And of course, many of you sacrifice for that. So you will get your airdrop. And of course, that's going to be fun too. I'm sure he's going to change some of the tokenomics, probably particularly around the incentive there as well, and maybe around some of the marketing and partnerships, because he's learned all that on the BNB chain. So he can take all that learning and put it onto the Pulse chain, which is bullish for Pulsechain, and lots more. Who knows what other secrets he's got in store for us. So that is coming up, that second live stream. Big shout out to Jacob. Looking forward to that. It's going to be pretty amazing. And he is a super smart dude. Did someone put that in there? Is that you, Abdul? Jacob may be the smartest man on Pulsechain. He's super smart. That's true. And that's, I always say that too. But definitely we got some smart people on Pulsechain among the devs. I'm thinking of people like Alex McFurter and others. They're definitely pretty all-stars, and that's pretty cool. What else? I think that's it. Let's get into 9inch. I just want to talk about this again. So 9inch here is pretty much down across the board. Let's have a look at the 9inch pulse. And yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment. We're down at 508,700. And that price seems to be quite below the sacrifice price now. So let's have a look. I think it's 1468 I had of that. So let's just take it from about there. That's about right. So 43.5% down. This does not include the Ethereum side, but on Pulsechain down 43.5% at the moment. Now the farms are probably still ticking away. We'll have a quick look at the farms while we're here. And this is TVL number 4 now, right? Because Liquid Loans has taken over that spot. And let's have a look at see where they're at here on the app. So we've got 10.33 million on the TVL now for Pulsechain side. Now, obviously, Liquid Loans is now at almost 18 million. And that's kind of where the play is at the moment. PHUX is number 2, right? PHUX, I think, is number 2. Let's bring up PHUX over here. PHUX, and PHUX is number 2. Let's see what the value of that is at the moment. I think it was about 26 million yesterday. Let's have a look here. Wait to populate. So PX is a fork of Balancer on Pulsechain. It's 25,500,000 at the moment. Obviously, with the prices of all the assets moving down Pulsechain, that is the play there at the moment. So yeah, definitely Liquid Loans is number 3 now. PX still holding on to number 2. But for how long will Liquid Loans take it over? Maybe if we get to that 5% collateral, we'll easily have that happen. Of course, maybe even 3%, 3.5% collateral of all the pulse off the market and Liquid Loans. That would cover there as well. So why do I focus on these top TVLs? Well, this is where a lot of the value is being added to Pulsechain. So that's where I cover that a lot. So that's the kind of play at the moment. Like I say, I think the 9inch team needs to get on to doing constant marketing, and they need to lift their game. It's pretty bad. It's been pretty bad up this far. All right, that is pretty bad. There we go. And I'm not even involved in the 9inch, so there we go. I don't have any stick in the game. It's just the marketing speaks for itself. There isn't any. So I need to get out and do stuff. All right. We're going to talk about Algo, of course. Algo USD. PUSD Algo. USDL. I've been talking about Liquid Loans so much. USDL. Algo. PUSD Algo. This is one of Jacob's babies here from the Jacob ecosystem. And man, it is absolutely really starting to fire at the moment. And people gaining more attention with this. Like I say, the thing I like about this is that it's low capital, relatively speaking, with the potential big upside, which I really like. It's going to be the 4th stablecoin on Pulsechain with the perfect brand name PUSD, Pulse USD. I love that. And of course, Algo is going to be the main token for that to collateral to get PUSD. So it's pretty bullish. And at the moment, you can get in on this pretty easy. So looking pretty good. There's 2 elements to this. There's a referral bonus of 19%. You can get up to 20%. I've got a 19%. One is in the video description if you want to use that. You're going to get almost the top rate straight out of the gate. Some people have got much lower rates. You can see down here 13%, 11%. That's still cool. You're still getting a bonus, but it's just not as good as the 19% I've got in the video description. Once you do that, of course, if you do decide to do that, that's going to give you the best rate. Secondly is that if you get over $1,000 sacrifice, you get what they call a bonus X, and that bonus X is huge. It's going to be randomly assigned to you. And of course, at the moment, in the first 15 days, it's between 1.5 and 2x multipliers. So that's really powerful. You can see that some people have got very different numbers here. This person got 151. They got no referral code, but they got 151 on the X bonus because they did over 1,000. Let's go to the next page, have a look at some of these others that were under 1,000, just to give you an idea. So this person here did $900, so they're not over 1,000, so they have no X bonus. It's just what they get. So $900 equals 900. This person here did $1,001. They got a 1.2x referral bonus, and of course they got a 1.64 random multiplier. So they turned their 1,000 with that random multiplier into 1,641. Now you take that number there with that total there, and you divide it by the rate. So for every dollar, you're going to get 20 algo, 200 flex, and 0.1 wrap PUSD for that. And of course, that is going to be showing up here how much you get. So that there, that dollar there, divided by this rate per dollar is going to give you those amount of tokens here. So this person did $1,010. They ended up getting a bonus with their bonus X up to $1,900. But here's the problem: these guys didn't use a referral code. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to miss out on 19% with the link in the video description. You don't want to miss out on that. And so you really want to get that referral bonus. And you're going to get way more tokens. That's your best return straight off the bat. It's just getting more tokens, right? And so this person here got this amount of tokens. You can see this person here got used to 19% referral code, maybe the one in the video description below. And of course, they ended up getting a really high bonus X as well. Remember, it's random between 1.5 and 2. And of course, they had $1,000 turned into $1,900. Pretty awesome, eh? And of course, they ended up getting tons of tokens there. Pretty cool. Now, the total supply of Algo at the moment is almost 7.5 million. The total supply of Flex, which is the incentive token, is around 75 million at the moment. And the wrapped version of PUSD is 3,744 at the moment. So it's kind of the play there. Pretty awesome. Now, what's cool about this? Cool tokenomics. It's going to have V3. It's going to have a buy and burn. It's going to have the stability miner. Stability miner is going to help support the stability of the coin. The stable coin PUSD, and of course we've seen on the prototype at the moment it's very stable compared to even some of our favorite ones like USDL and CST. So it's been operating like a boss there. Let's quickly have a look at that. We can go and check it out. So let's go to stable coins, And we can see at the moment, USDL is at 97.69 cents. The CST is at 97.7, but the prototype live on Pulsechain at the moment, PUSD is at 99.9, so it's almost $1, and it's been operating pretty well in that range, plus or minus 2 cents. So looking pretty good. It is a prototype, and he's running a whole ton of bots just to show you how that works and to find and test it and see how it goes. So it's a bit more speculative than some other things, but maybe as the number 4 stable coin, and of course with the stability miner, it's a perfect match between technology, tokenomics, and of course it's going to have a buy and burn, a V3, and of course the liquidity play as well. Could be pretty exciting. 4 tokens in the system: PUSD, Algo, Wrap PUSD, and of course Flex. It's going to be pretty fun, and you're going to be able to earn and stake and all that sort of stuff, and it could be amazing on Pulsechain, especially of course the secret sauce is the fact that the market cap, the capitalization is going to be relatively low with potential big upside. So it's not going to be like liquid lines where you got $50 million, you're competing amongst all the big whales. This could be really big for everybody to get involved with. That's why I like it so much. And now, of course, Abit is out there, going to be, he's the front man for the community lead, and he's going to be spreading the good word about this too. So very bullish as well. Now, big thanks to anybody that's used the referral code in the video description. Appreciate the support of the channel. And of course, also in Discord as well. Big shout out to everybody. Looking good there. So very cool. Top of the video description, you can find that link for PUSD Algo. And of course, I think it's going to be a pretty exciting opportunity on Pulsechain. And Jacob, of course, is one, if not the very best devs in our Pulsechain ecosystem. Looking cool. All right. That's going to lead us into, of course, Hex. We're going to get into that in a minute. But let's catch up in the chat before we do. Who else has jumped in here? We got Trenan House in here. Hey, hello everybody. Good to see you, Trenan. Big shout out. We got Christian as well. Hey, everyone. Good to see you, Christian, the DJing king. What else have we got going there? We got Brian says, hey boss, did you hear about the potential security vulnerability of Web3? I believe that only applies to that protocol that they were using. It's not clear that that's responding to the actual underlying smart contracts for 721s and of course 1155. So I really think it's probably just the application that's got the vulnerability. The underlying contract should be fine. So yeah. But hey, look, if they've got stuff around the Web3 stuff, they're going to have to fix it up because that's pretty well spread throughout the ecosystem in crypto. So it's definitely something they'll need to look at. Never doing sack, lol, says Tom Boss. Been hit too many times, says Tom Boss. Well, that's what I said about the low cap on the PUSD algo versus potential upside is awesome. So unlike some of the other big giant sacrifices, which is probably just way overcapitalized, this one is looking amazing. So there we go. There's the secret sauce. We've got Ivor as well. Yo. Good to see you, Ivor. Welcome to the chat. All right, so let's get into it, folks. We're going to be, Brian's just giving out some 5 Hex Token memberships, so definitely join that up. It's going to be randomly assigned. Let's see who gets it. We got Crypto Dan's got one. Love6 got one. Tony Chan's got one. Welcome, Tony. Good to see you in the chat. Joey Bravo as well, and Hexpedition as well in there. Nice one. So congratulations to all 5 of you. And I see Love6 there. I've seen you before, I'm sure. Welcome, Tony Chan as well. Looking pretty good. So big shout out to Brian. He's our community leader. Big shout out to you for your support as well for the ecosystem. Looking good. Lots of strong arms there for Brian. All right. Now, the other thing is if you haven't joined our Discord, the links are in the video description. We've got a general membership, which is $5 per month. It's like 16 cents a day. You get plenty of information and alpha in the Discord. It's amazing. And we're now running workshops as well. Our next workshop coming up is going to be this weekend. It's going to be Sunday, New Zealand time, Saturday, US time. And of course, that's in our Discord where we're covering Hex Scout, which is a new Hex onboarding tool. But we're going to have a whole ton of different workshops. The first workshop we had was the future of Hex, which has been very well received. A lot of great insights in there. The next one, of course, is Hex Scout onboarding tool. We're covering that as well. So it's going to be pretty cool for that. And you can definitely use the link there to join up at Hexcord. Now, it is $5. We have got a paid Discord. We used to have it open to all the public. We used to get lots of scammers and all sorts of people in there that just didn't really care about Pulsechain Hex. And of course, now we have it as a private. It's pretty cheap to get in, but of course, we want people to actually care about what they're doing in there, as opposed to trying to scam people. So it's a good place to be. Now we also have a strategy club. So if you want to get stuff that I don't cover on live stream, such as the high value protocols on Pulsechain, Ethereum, BNB, and of course strategies, that stuff I don't generally comment on the live stream. but we do talk about that in our strategy club. So join up to that as well. So you've got two options. You can become a general member of Discord, what we call a community member, or you can become a strategy club member and, of course, get involved in the alpha. Now, all the alphas come in, folks. We're at the frontier of a lot of stuff. We know better than most people. And, of course, you get the edge in there. It's pretty awesome. People are loving the strategy club. It's a place to be. And, of course, you hear a lot of stuff I don't even talk about on live stream. So get in there. We've got a couple of people in there that really know their crypto upside down. And we have a great time discussing the best ways of winning. And if you like winning, get into the strategy club. It's the place to be. We cover stuff on Pulsechain, Ethereum, and BNB, and any other protocols we think might be really hot to trot. So get in there, folks, for that. All right. Yeah, definitely like it up, says Brian. Definitely like it up. All right. Let's move on. Let's get back into the Hex daily stats. And, of course, see where we are. Hex.com, folks. Check it out. The ultimate CD miner. And, of course, in the 5th year now, can you believe it? You can buy Hex on Pulsechain or Ethereum and then burn it for T-shares. T-shares are T-share miners. And, of course, stands for trillions of shares. It's kind of like the share ownership system. And, of course, you get a share of the reward pool. It's pretty easy. There's an ownership pool with the T-shares in it, and there's a reward pool full of Hex in it. And, of course, you just buy Hex, burn it for T-shares, and start mining Hex. That's pretty much it, the reward pool. So Hex.com, check it out. Links in the video description as well. We've also got a crypto helpline inside the Discord, which we're the only Discord, or as far as I know, Telegram that has it. You go to a lot of these crypto places, even in our own awesome influencers, and there's no one with a crypto helpline. We've got it inside our Discord. So we've got an incredible amount of people that help you out and getting you the best information, and it is awesome. So I was going to say, let's jump into it. Hex daily stats. We've got day 1464, have we? No, not out yet for Ethereum, but we have got it for Pulsechain. So what we did day 207 for Pulsechain, the 5th of December 2023. We got the price there at 9200th of a penny, down 4.5% at the moment. So we've had 4 down days after having 2 up days. Let's have a look at the payout. Payout is spectacular today, 6.825. So when you get your T-shares, you got your payout per T-share is what you care about, right? How much Hex are you getting for every T-share you got? Well, you're getting at 6.825 Hex per T-share. Now, the share rate there is 30,859. Now, we were expecting that to jump, remember, by 1,400 based on Crispy Man's hexfire.com, hexfire.io, I think it is. But it didn't happen. And I believe the case was that the big miners that were mining didn't actually end their miners. So I don't know whether they've been good accounted or what, but definitely check out Crispy Man on his YouTube channel because he's covering all that stuff in detail. That's his thing, and he's very good at it. So check that out. So looking there. Let's jump over to the average mining length. 6.83 years is the average mining length on Pulsechain. 38.28% APY at the moment. Let's look at the ownership pool. We got down 2,321 T-shares. We're looking at 9,780,000 T-shares in the ownership pool on Pulsechain. Kind of cool. And let's go to the lock percentage of coins. 9.77% of all Hex is locked on Pulsechain. We've got a pretty awesome day of penalties today, 3.6 million. And we're sitting at 66,755,000 T-shares, Hex in the reward pool. So that's the reward pool. And, of course, the ownership pool there with the T-shares is this one here. So that's the ownership one there. So those T-shares are going to get a share of this reward pool. Pretty cool, which has been boosted by the penalties. Remember, 50% of the penalties go to the reward pool there. The other 50% go to what we call the origin account, which is kind of like a benevolent king, as it was. The benevolent king. Do you remember that? All right, so we got growth numbers at 42 at the moment, and the miners are down 19. We're sitting 124,622 miners at the moment. Now, this penalty is probably also related to the price moving down at the moment, so maybe someone early in stakes, something like that. That's just the way it goes. Now, we haven't got Ethereum out at the moment. Normally, we cover that, but we'll probably cover it tomorrow. But yesterday, we had a payout for day 1463 at 6.68. So what are we at? The fourth day of the 5th year, I think we are. And, of course, we're now on day 1465 for Ethereum and day 208 for Pulsechain. And, of course, that is the Hex daily stats. We love to get paid for our Hex miners. And, of course, hex.com. Check it out. Got any questions, get out to our Discord. And we've got a crypto helpline there as well. And, of course, we've got an upcoming Hex Scout, which is going to show you how everything works. So it's going to be pretty cool. And, of course, Hex Scout, let's bring that up. Hex Scout here. This is what we're going to be talking about in the Discord on the weekend. And, of course, we're going to bring all the alpha, right? We've got people in the Discord that know Hex upside down, and you're going to get a lot of the cool stuff here about how this works, this new onboarding tool. Pretty cool. So get into that, folks. All right. That's pretty much it. Let's jump over to the rest of the chat and wrap up today. Wrap up. Let me see here. Where are we going? All right. Definitely join the Discord. That's the link there, and it's also in the video description. So you can join up to either the general membership or the strategy club. Now, if you join strategy club, you get general membership included, obviously, to access the Discord. That's the way it goes. Definitely smash the likes on the way in. Fast Abdul says there are secrets in this Discord chat. There's Alpha. We call it Alpha, Fast Abdul. Alpha. It's in Strategy Club, though. You're in Discord already, so you're already in general Discord. What else there? Brian's in here, says it's the water. Yeah, I don't know what's in the water. You're talking about the bread. Your water. Is that okay? Is that safe? Let me know. Let me know if that's safe. Yo Mama's in house. Hey, Yo Mama. When Pulse and PulseX is 1 cent. Centavos. Merry Christmas. Say nice one there, Yo Mama. Yeah. Hey, look, there is a Pulse Miss sale on at the moment, or a Hexmas sale. You can get the information. Alpha equals secrets. Just saying, says Brian. That's true. All right, Brian's stirring the pot there, but we definitely have lots of alpha in the chat. We've got a lot of very smart people on the Discord, and of course, we don't talk about a lot of those things generally on YouTube. So if you want to get all that stuff, you have to join Discord for that. It's just the way it goes. All right. Caring is sharing, as we say. Caring is sharing. Caring is sharing. That's what we like. Sandy says Alpha. Yeah, Alpha. Maybe we should have called it the Alpha Club. No, Strategy Club. I like Strategy Club. The Alpha Club is pretty good too. Hashtag, was it trade TM or something? Was that right? Or something like that. All right. Well, there we are. Pulse at the moment is sitting at quadruple 05132. And of course, a good DCA ranging, good accumulation range. Let's see if it breaks down from here though. Below that 5,000, then just let it slide. It's probably going to slide a bit more, and watch the RSI and see if you can pick up some mad volume for the recovery. It's going to be cool. We've got Power City coming up soon, so let's actually look at that. Actually, I forgot to look at all the projects. Let's quickly do that before we wrap up. We've got time. Let's bring up all the projects there and have a look at that. Let me just set that up for the live stream. We've got the final topic, projects. What's coming up ahead of us? Does that look good? I wish they had auto scaling here. I've got the time scaling, but let's get into it. All right, one more time. We've got another topic. There we go. We're not quite finished yet. All right, we've got the staking pool. Tetra staking pool is supposed to come up soon. We haven't seen that yet, so we're waiting for that. And we've got the Atlas dashboard as well that's expected to come up. So waiting for that too. So I'm going to update this roadmap today. And of course, we're waiting for the Stratus is going to come. That's going to be. I'm so excited about this technology coming to Pulsechain. It's a big deal. Atlas and Stratus, and then of course Tetra staking is going to be cool too. So I'll rejig all this stuff here, but that's kind of where at the moment. Liquid loans, that's launched obviously. We're waiting for Barista. Barista hasn't launched yet, so we're going to push that out actually. I'm going to rejig these as well, but we're going to have Power City coming up pretty soon. That's my guess. So put that out. TRH as well. We're waiting for that. So at the moment, this is December. So we'll probably this is probably delayed too. So we're probably going to push this out into mid December. There on TRH. So that's kind of the play there. Everything is sort of grouping up now. It's probably what we're going to end up seeing. A lot of launches very quickly, maybe in the late December based on this. So we've got no token coming up from Randy Alaski on 9-inch decks. We've got TRH V4, PulsePot, and TYCZ DeFi Binance coming up as well. And of course, PUSD Algo. Now that's just an arbitrary date. We're just guessing that might be 2 months. We'll see how we go with that. And of course, those are the leaders there. What else we got there? 90mm Pro, expecting that second half of December. Win-win mid-December. And of course, Barista there as well. So Barista, the front end of liquid loans. Power City's also got multiple protocols. I think there's 5 of them. We'll probably at least see 3 of them launching maybe this year. So that's what we're looking for there. Maybe we'll see the Amplifier, the Core, and the UM protocol. Those 3 launching this year. And of course, later maybe we'll get maybe it's the other one. Maybe I confused that one. Maybe not the Amplifier, but that is coming up too. It's kind of the lucky lists. All right. Yeah, I'll have that updated for tomorrow's live stream. How about that? TGN Alpha Club, says Brian. No, that's if that would be DGN Alpha Club if Christian was running it, that would be the name. Now Christian's got his own Discord now, so congratulations to Christian. He'll be, I think he's going live stream. He's going to be live streaming too. So we've got another influencer with some really cool DGN views coming into the thing, DGN skills. Press the like button, and I will hear what we're mismatched socks tomorrow. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. Or even worse, no socks. Yeah, that's true. Family friendly show. That is correct, Faust Abdul. That is correct. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's play out some cool stuff on the way out. Enjoy yourself. DCA for the win. And of course, let's play some cool music on that one. PS, catch you on Discord. Bye for now. Take care.
Well, I drifted off again at work, thinking about Pulsechain. And occasionally I think back to that twerk, Richard Hart bringing his game. Well, I didn't make the sacrifice 'cause I came too late, but day one I'm still making it rain. Oh, I drifted off again at work, thinking about Pulsechain. I woke up in a sweat last night, dreaming about Pulsechain. Won't be long before I'm going to bed, wearing a Rolex. There's so much to love about it, I can't pick my favorite. It's almost better than sex. Well, oh, I woke up in a sweat last night, dreaming about Pulse X. If you wanna be set up for life, you better stake your hats. Might as well start with 5, a financial suplex. Generational wealth is just a click away. It's a Nobel Prize worthy flex. If you wanna be set up for life, you better stake your hats. A financial suplex, a Nobel Prize worthy flex. You better stake your hat.